Okay, so welcome to today's session. So we're going to start in sitting and bringing yourself tall and taking a moment to adjust your sitting position. So just making sure you're comfortable. So if you're in a chair, that's fine. So wherever you are, making sure you're fine and just work out what's best for you for your sitting position. So if you're on the floor, if the knees are not down, you might want to sit on something behind you so that the hips are higher than the knees, if possible. So you might want to sit on a blanket or roll your mat and sit on it, whatever works for you. And then we're going to bring the hands in Prana Mudra, so which is bringing the thumb on the ring finger and the little finger. So just touching here ever so slightly. So the index finger and the middle finger are pointing up. So thumb on the middle, on the ring finger and the little finger, and the index finger and the middle fingers are pointing up, and they are just like that. So bringing your hands on your knees, and then taking a moment here to just relax your shoulders, opening the shoulders, and by squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit, making sure the shoulders are nice and down, and the chin is humbled in ever so slightly so that the back of the neck is straight. So find your sitting position with a long spine. And then slowly just moving a little bit so that you are quite centered and you feel balanced and relaxed. So there might be a bit of tension in the legs, so just let go of that tension. The position is firm but not tense. So closing the eyes and taking a moment to feel the contact between the feet and the floor, the shins and the floor, and the buttocks on the floor, thighs and the chair, and also feeling the contact between your hand and the knee. So bringing attention to the mudra, the hand gesture. So this is the Prana Mudra to help bring vitality and energy. So it's a mudra that you can do at any time, and it is quite helpful. And it's also one that can help with boosting of immunity as well. And it can be practiced at any time, not just on the mat, any time of the day. So feeling the contact now between your clothes and the skin, that sense of touch. And then your eyes are lightly closed, forehead relaxed. And now we'll bring our attention to the breathing a little bit. So inhaling through both nostrils. And feeling the air rejuvenating the body. And then exhaling out, feeling all the fatigue, anything that you don't need going out of the body. So inhaling through both nostrils, exhaling through both nostrils. So inhaling health-giving oxygen. If you are comfortable, you can hold the breath for a few seconds, not forcing anything, feeling the breath inside, rejuvenating the body, and then exhaling anything that you don't need. So in your own time, take 5 breaths. So you've still got the prana mudra with the thumb on the ring finger and the little finger. Trying to prolong the breathing a little bit, letting the mind settle. And now let go of that breathing. And next time you breathe in through both nostrils, bring your attention to the point between the eyebrows. And as usual, we're going to start with 3 Oms and a short invocation. And the invocation is simply about us having a good relationship while we're working together for this session. Join me if you like. Sahana bhavatu sahano bhunaktu saviryam karavavahe tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Slowly opening your eyes when you're ready. And we're going to get going. So again, welcome to today's class. So we're going to start actually on the floor. So if for those of you who are getting to the floor, then please do so. And if you're not getting to the floor, then you can just adjust. So so lying down on the floor. So really a few very slow movements to begin with. So inhale when you're ready. So join me when you're kind of ready. So letting the body relax. And then the feet are engaged. So the legs are engaged, the feet are pointing up and quite engaged. Making sure that your back, the lower back is on the floor. And then the back of the neck is on the floor. So you are humbling your chin in ever so slightly so that you're not putting pressure on your neck. Your neck is relaxed. So we're going to work with the 4 parts of the breath at various points in time. So inhale, the right arm up and overhead. And then at the same time, push the left heels away from you. And then exhaling, bring the arms back and then the heel back. And hold the breath for a few seconds, just 1 or 2 seconds, not more. Inhale, the left arm up and overhead behind you. And then push the right heel away. Hold the breath for a second if you're used to holding the breath. And then exhaling, bringing the arm down and the leg back, holding for a second or 2 with the breath out. So carrying on like so, right arm up and overhead behind you. Left heel away from you. So feeling that length in the body. And then exhaling, holding first and then exhaling, coming back slowly. Other side, inhale, left arm, right heel away from you, feeling that length. And then coming down slowly and staying with the breath out for 1 second or so. So now do 2 more on each side in your own time. So working with your own breath at your own rhythm. So we're still doing our practice on the floor. And then when you're done, and then just relax for a moment. And now we're going to go into a twist. So you can do whatever twist you like, or I'm going to do the flamingo twist if you want to join me. But if you know this is not a twist for you, then you can do any twist that you like. So I'll talk through the flamingo one. So inhale your left arm up and overhead behind you. So bending your left knee, then lift the right leg up, and then cross the right leg over the other knee, and then slowly bringing both knees to the right, and then feeling the stretch on the left side. So if this is too much for you, then do any version of a stretch that you like. So this might feel quite different. So trying to keep both shoulders on the floor. So feeling the stretch on the left-hand side of the body. So this is more on the upper body that you can feel the stretch, but we might all be feeling it slightly differently. So closing your eyes. So the knees don't have to be on the floor at all. So they're nowhere near the floor, and that's fine. So if you like, you can turn your head towards the left, but you don't have to. You can just stay where we are. So feeling that side stretch here. And then bringing both knees back to the center. And then bring the arm down and bring both feet on the floor. So now we're going to do the twist on the other side. So we inhale the right arm up and overhead behind you. So just extend that arm. And then we're going to bring this time the left knee, the left leg cross it on the right knee. And then this time we're going to bring both knees towards the left. So staying here, making sure that your buttocks are on the floor, at least one of them, the left side. And now feel the stretch on the right hand side of the body. And also with the knee one on top of the other, you might be getting a stronger stretch there if that works for your body type. If this is way not working for you, then just do a universal twist, which is bringing both knees to the chest and then going on to one side or the other side, whichever. So make this your own. Take control over what you do. So it's quite a different twist to what we normally do. Letting go of any tension if you find any, if you can. And then slowly coming back to the center, bringing the knees back. And then bringing the arm back to the side of the body. And then outstretching both legs. So now we're going to do the Pavanmuktasan series. So I'm just going to talk this through. So listen carefully. So I'm not demonstrating this one. So breathe in, bring the knee to your, so the right, bring your right hand on your right knee first, bending the right knee. And then breathe in, bringing that knee to your chest. Hold the breath in for a second. And then breathe out, lift the head up. Hold the breath out. Now breathe in, lower the head. Hold the breath in. Breathe out, straighten the leg. And hold the breath out. So I'll talk you through. We're going to do the same on the left side now. So breathe in, bring the left knee to the chest by bringing your hand on the left knee. Hold the breath in for a second. Breathe out, lift the head up. Hold the breath out. Breathe in, lower the head. Hold the breath in. Breathe out, straighten the leg and hold the breath out. So with 2 breaths, we're doing this. So I'll talk you through one more and then you'll do one on your own. So inhale, right knee in, hold the breath. Breathe out, lift your head up. Adjust with your own breath. Hold with the breath out. Breathe in, lower the head. Breathe out, straighten the leg. Hold the breath out for a second. So don't go with my instruction, go with your own breath. Breathe in, left knee in. Hold. Breathe out, lift the head up. Hold. Breathe in, bring the head down. Breathe out, outstretch the leg. So now do the same one on each side of the leg on your own. If you can't remember it, it's okay. Just do the same. So taking your time, feeling the 4 parts of the breath, where you inhale, the pause, very small pause, it doesn't have to be long at all. Exhaling and then the breath out. And then once you've done, just take a pause. And then we're going to do 1 or 2 more, but with both legs. So now breathe in, bring both knees to the chest. Hold. Breathe out, lift the head, hold the breath. Breathe in, bring the head down. Breathe out, outstretch the leg. So do one more, one last on your own with both legs. If both legs is not working, then that's fine. I mean, it's something you can do on a chair as well if anyone is on a chair. And then outstretch the leg. And then we're going to do one more position with, again, feeling the breath in. So it's something that we do quite a lot. It's the bridge pose with 3 breaths. So bending your knees. And so I'll talk through 2 of them and then you'll do 2 on your own. So inhale. Let me just start with the position. So both knees on the floor, arms by your side, neck nice and relaxed. And then inhale, pressing on both feet, letting the buttocks come up. And then exhale, stay there. Now inhale, bring the arms up and overhead behind you. Exhale, stay. Inhale, bring the arms to the ceiling. And then exhale, letting go of the pressure on the feet, buttocks and arms on the floor at the same time, synchronizing movement and breath. So feeling, so one more. So inhale, keep the arms down, press on the feet, making sure that your knees are not going to the side, engage the thighs. And then exhale, if you like, you can go a little bit further up. You don't have to, you can just go a tiny bit off the floor. It doesn't have to be much. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Here, if you want to go higher up, you can on the exhalation or stay where you are. Again, making sure that the feet is flat on the floor, the knees are not going wide. And then inhale, bring the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, lower down slowly, as slow as your breath allows. Buttocks down, arms down. So do 2 more on your own with the 3 breaths. So if you kind of mess up, that's absolutely fine. Just keep moving, keep doing what you need to do. Keeping the focus on your breath and on the movement. Okay. So keeping your knees in, making sure your knees are not going to the side. So the knees are hip distance. Praveen, bring your knees in a little bit. Your knees are going to the side. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And then once you've done, just relax for a moment. So once you're ready, so coming onto the side, lying on your right arm. So it's the body's in a straight line and you're resting your head on your right arm. Your right arm is outstretched long and your legs long. So getting the position there. So just coming here for a moment. And it is a balancing pose. So what we want to do is we don't want the body to go back or forward. We just want to stay at the center. So you might need, you might feel that you're doing some work to stay in the center. Bring your left hand on your thigh. Just staying here for a moment. And then, so engaging both legs. Inhale the top leg up a few inches, not too much. So making sure that your hips are still one on top of each other. So if you're kind of, your hips are going back or forward, then that's not what we want. We just want to go straight. It doesn't matter how far you go. And then keep the left foot flex. And then exhale down. So a few more. Inhale, lift that leg up. Hold, exhale, down and flex. So you can go a little bit further up if you like, but making sure that your hips are not going forward or back. If it is, then that means you've gone too much. So your body is balancing here. This shouldn't feel too easy. I mean, you should kind of feel that your body is working. And then exhaling down. 2 more. So feeling the body balancing and the body helping you. So inhale, leg up, not too high. Otherwise you'll go back. So making sure the hips are still stacked one on top of each other. And then exhale. If you need to bring your left hand on the floor to help your balance, then do so. And one last time. And now bring your left arm, up and overhead again. So in one corner of the room, and then the top leg goes in the opposite direction. So there's a diagonal there. So just holding in this position and breathe. So really elongating the body, feeling the body going long again, making sure that the hips are not going back too much. So feeling what the body needs to do to keep you kind of balanced in the center almost still, even though your arms and legs are going in opposite directions. And then bring the arms and the legs down. So, and now we're going to do something slightly different. So bring the top leg and the left leg, and then just bring it onto the left side. So you bring your left hand onto the floor, so that we're just going to lift the right leg a little bit. So just like so. So you come almost on the tip of your left foot. Your left foot is on the floor, and then you're just inhaling, lifting the right leg up. So this is quite, you might find it quite challenging because we don't normally do this movement. Or some of you might find it quite easy. So not putting too much effort in your left hand, you're just using that for balance. So you're using the leg, the force of the leg to lift, if you can. And then coming down. And then we're going to go on we'll do one more exercise here. So here we can again bring the left hand in the middle for balance. And then with the inhalation, we'll lift both legs up. Again, trying to balance in the middle, so we're not going back or forward. Feeling the body working hard to balance. So both legs up, keep breathing. Breathing normally here. I find it quite hard. I don't know what you feel. If it's too hard, then just do one leg. That's fine. So this is the seal's legs. The seals are sometimes like this on a rock. And then coming down. And then we're going to go onto the other side. So you can just roll and listen to expressions. So I'm just going to move to the other side of the mat so I can still be visible for anyone who needs to see me. Okay, so this time lying on the left arm, and then you can bring the right hand for balance, or you can leave the right hand on the thigh. So whatever works for you. Again, taking a moment to find your balance here. So the body is going to try and find a balance for you. So making sure you're not forward or back, that would be too easy. And then we're just going to lift, inhale, lift the right leg up without going forward or back. Hold, exhale, hold. So do the full part of the breath here with your own breath. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Two more. If you can, go a little bit higher without the hip, with the hips still stacked one on top of each other, then go for it. So feeling the full parts of the breath. And then coming in, relaxing here. So now the second variation that we did, so we bring the top arm to one side of the room and then bringing the top leg to the opposite. So just feeling that opposite movement. So again, taking time for the body to balance, making sure this is happening for you and you're not, the hips are still stacked to a certain extent, even though the leg and the arm are in opposite direction. So breathing here all the time. So building a little bit of strength here. And then coming back to the center. And now bend that right knee, bring the right foot on the floor. So you're on the tip of your right toes. And then if you want, you can just stay where you are. If you like, you can come up a little bit and support your head if that feels better for you. And then all we're doing is flex the left foot and then just bringing the left foot up, the left leg up. So just the left leg, nothing else is moving, just the leg. Couple more. And relax in this position. And then we'll do so coming here onto your back still, we'll do one position on the back. So just take a moment to relax. And then we're going to get ready for the boat pose. So we do the boat pose quite a lot. So you can choose the variation that you do. So the variation that I always teach is where we bend one knee, the arms are by the side. So if you need to look, please look. And then we lift one leg up and look at the toes. So the arms lift a little bit as well. And then we come down. So that's one variation. So I'll let you choose whether you want to do this variation. Or the second variation is you can come up, sat on your bum, and then bring both legs up. So you can try and hold here and come up. Or if you feel good, you can bring your arms here. So making sure the back is nice and straight. And then here you can bring the legs parallel to the floor. And then for some of you, you might want to extend the legs straight there. So choose the position that you like. So, so coming into the boat pose, whichever variation that feels good for you. So you can bend one knee and then do what we normally do. So bringing your coming up, or you can go, yeah, so making sure the back is nice and straight. And yeah, so letting go. So do the version that feels good for you. So the upper back is nice and straight if you've got your arms. So Alexandra, bring your arms a little bit back, a little bit down on the same, right, just by your, yeah, same height as your knee. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So the back needs to be nice and straight. So if the back is slouching, then that means you probably need to bend your knees or you need to adjust a little bit. So do the version that works for you. Breathing in the position. And then when you okay, so let's stop the practice when you've had enough. If you want to do both legs, if you're doing one, bending one leg, you can do both legs with you lying on the floor as well. Whichever version that works for your body. Okay. Right, and then now we just go, so from this position, somehow it's not the easiest position, but then we kind of now go on our abdomen for a back series. So going on the abdomen, when you're ready, just relaxing here. So we're gonna go into Advasana, so which means you can make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead on the hand, or you can rest one cheek, bringing your big toes to touch and your feet falling to either side. So you choose where you want your head, if it's on one cheek or whether it's on the forehead. But if it's on one cheek, just make sure you remember which side, so that next time we rest, you can do the other side. So you take control of your practice. So we're going to do a few variations here. So bringing your hands by your chest, and then the forehead on the floor. So we're just going to do the baby cobra that we know sometimes do in the sun salutation. So keeping the feet together if possible. If your hips are not playing ball, then you can separate them a little bit. So up to you. So inhale. Oops, sorry, my battery is running low, sorry. So inhale, coming up into baby cobra. So lifting the hands off the floor and keep looking down for the moment. So squeeze the shoulder blades together and then exhaling, coming down. So we'll do that one more time. So inhaling, looking on the floor, lift the arms up, and then come a little bit more if you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades and come down. So now rest if you like. Otherwise, we're going to come up one more time, but this time we're going to go a little bit higher up, but with the navel still on the floor. So inhale, coming up, shoulders back, looking towards the ceiling this time, and breathe. It's not the easiest position to breathe in. Few more breaths if possible. So squeeze the shoulder blades, the shoulders are away, the elbows are quite close to the body, and then relax in Advasana. So either make a pillow with your hands, either rest your forehead on your hands, or this time rest the opposite side of the cheek on your hand and relax. Okay, so we'll do 2 more back bends. So this time we're going to bring the legs apart, mat width, and then we'll bring the hands by the chest again. And so you can do any version if you like. If this is getting a bit much now, just do whatever you like, or you can just rest. So now inhale, coming up, keeping the navel on the floor, looking up, keep your feet on the floor so they are mat width. And then if you want to come up a little bit more, that's okay. So shoulders down and elbows up and breathing. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. So elbows in, close to the body. And slowly coming down on the floor and relaxing. So again, either head onto forehead onto the hand, or one side of the cheek, whichever you like. So taking a few breaths here. And we're going to go for the last back bend. So this time I'm going to show you a few variations. So for your arms, so we're going to do the Shalabhasana, which is the locust pose. So you can have your arms by your side with your palms facing down. So that's one position for the arms. So you can just do that. Or if you like, you can bring your hands underneath your body with your palms facing down. So the idea is you're going to press on your arms. Or if that doesn't work, then you can interlace your hands together and then come on top of there. So Tahira, you just want your arms by the side of your body if you like, or just rest. So here, we bring the chin onto the floor. So you choose your arm position, chin on the floor. So you have a nice chin stretch. And then with the inhalation, lift the right leg up without putting any force or any pressure on the left leg. So it doesn't have to go high, just wherever it goes, lifting. Breathe in this position. Leg doesn't have to go high, hips are square, no pressure on the left leg and thigh. And then bring the leg back. If you need any rest at any point, take a rest. Now inhale the left leg up without putting pressure on the right side. It doesn't matter how high or low the leg goes. We're just using the lower back muscle. We're just using the back, strengthening the back here. And then coming down. So now you can do the same each side. Otherwise, we'll try lifting both legs together. So we'll take 3 breaths. So we come back on the chin. We take 3 breaths. On the 3rd breath, we bring both legs up. So you count your own. 2 breaths, 3rd breath, both legs up. Keep the chin on the floor. So the thighs are up. If this is too much for your body, you can just lift, you can just do the half locust. So if the thighs can go on the floor, then that's fine. Yeah. So keep the legs, the feet together if you can. Karen, just bring, yeah, if you can, keep them together. And then coming down. And now relaxing again in this position. So just bring your arm, bring your hands, make a pillow with your hands, or any relaxing position that you like on the floor, just relax. So as you would have found out, those back bends kind of make the heart rate goes up a little bit. And that's also because we're squeezing the heart. And just take a few moments to rest. So inhaling for a count of 2 and exhaling for a count of 4. So making the exhalation longer helps your body to relax quicker. So, and if you want to sit, that's fine as well. If this lying down business is not working right now, then you can sit as well. So if you are on a chair or just not on the floor, you can focus on the breathing. The mental practice with breathing is also powerful. You can visualize what it's like to do these movements. Sometimes it can be as beneficial as actually doing it. So prolonging the exhalation, you can count the inhalation for 2 and the exhalation for 4 or 3 or whatever you feel like. And then slowly coming into child pose from this position. Getting into child pose for a moment or 2. Or if child pose is not work, I mean, we're going to go standing anyway. So if you want to stand already, that's fine. But so when you're ready, we'll come up. We'll come up in a few seconds. So coming up slowly from your child pose. The head is the last thing to come up. And then we're going to come up into standing. For those of you who want to show off and coming up in one without using your hands, you can do that. Okay, right. Okay, so we'll come into a little bit of a standing sequence now to finish off. So bringing the legs apart, well, not too much. So we're going to do various version of triangles, but without, with the feet, with both feet facing forward. So you can choose how far you want the legs. So maybe it's twice hip distance, or it can be just a little bit wider than hip distance. So you can choose what you like. So right arm on the right thigh, side of the thigh, and left on the left side. So inhale, exhale, just slide down your right side. So you can see what you want to do with your head. You can keep it somewhere where it feels good. You can look down, up, wherever you like. So you can even bring your left hand on the left hip. So in this position, opening the upper body, and you're really having an openness in the upper body. And then with an inhalation coming back to the center. So you breathe normally in the meantime. So inhale, exhale, slide to the left, right arm to right hand to right hip. Breathe normally here. And then opening the upper body. So you can look in the direction of the ceiling, you can look in front, you can look on the floor, wherever is good for your neck. So making sure there's no pressure. So you're not bending forward, the hip, the upper body is nice and open. And then with an inhalation coming up. So just go a bit dynamically now from one side to another. So inhale, exhale one side, inhale up. Exhale, other side, inhale up. So just do a few of these, not too many. Keeping the upper body nice and okay. So now coming back to the center. And now we want to, we're going to do here another pose. So here we're going to now bring the right foot to the side, so 90 degrees. And then the right heel is in line with the left arch. And then again, making sure that your hips are square and not gone to one side. So bring your right palm facing forward, facing the middle of the room. Bring it to the right leg wherever it goes. And then bringing the left hand on the left hip. And then you can stay here, or you can lift that left arm up. So there's not much pressure on the right hand. If this is too much for you, you can just go a little bit down. It doesn't have to be too far down, just a little bit down. If you need to use a chair for balance, please do. So making sure that you're not collapsing in the inner arch of your left leg. So the weight is distributed on all corners of the foot. And breathing here, openness in the upper body. Again, you choose where you want your neck to be. If you want to bring your arms, your right arm onto the side of your ear, you can do that. So just choose your position. And then everyone now bring the left hand onto the left hip. and then coming back to the center. And then other side. So bringing, again now turning the left foot so that the left heel is in line with the right arch. There is a tendency for the hip to move, so then just encourage it to be square. So this time, so we're going to go down to the left side, bringing the right hand onto the right hip. And here, sorry, your palm is facing the middle of the room here, and it's not putting any pressure on the left hand side, so you're just resting that hand there. If you think you're putting pressure, you can always bring your arm to the middle, like so. And then you can choose, you can leave your right arm on the hip, opening the body, or you can lift up so that your arms are in a straight line, top and right and left, or you can bring it to the side of your rear. So you choose what works for you, making sure the hips are still square. You're able to breathe. You don't have to go far at all, just anywhere that works for you. Again, not collapsing into the inner arch of the right leg or the right foot, distributing your weight. And again, with the left foot, you're not, your toes are relaxed. And then slowly coming back. So bringing the right hand on the right hip and then coming up. Okay, so we're now going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So you can go as far as you like. You don't have to go very far at all. So bring your hands interlaced on your buttocks behind your back. So next thing is opening the upper body. So nice open upper body here. And then slowly coming down to wherever you like. So it can be just a little bit, keeping the back flat. Looking on the floor. So it can be just a little bit, or it can be anywhere where you like. So, or if you're using a chair, you can bring your hands on the chair and then just using the chair as support. So making sure you're safe. So coming down and to wherever you like. So if you've gone down and your body is parallel to the floor, you can lift your arms off the buttocks and see what happens. So just see if your arms don't go anywhere because of tight shoulders, which might be the case, and then just let it be. Don't force anything. Breathe. If when doing this, your breath is challenged, then you know this is not for you. So you can always leave the hands on the buttocks. So now everyone bending the knees from wherever you are. And then slowly walking the feet together, so closer together, heel toe, and then let the body hang. So hold opposite elbows and let the body hang completely. The head is fully relaxed. And bring the center of gravity towards the front, so just a little bit. So you can do any version of a forward bend that you like if this is not working for you today. And now let the arms dangle. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, uncurling up. One vertebra at a time. Okay. Right. So we'll finish with one balancing pose. So you choose your, well, I'm going to talk through the dancer's pose. And if you can do any balancing pose that you like, so you can just go on your top, on holding your chair and then go on the tip of your toes. You can do the tree pose. You can choose any balance pose that you like. But I'm going to talk through the dancer's pose. So for the dancer's pose, bring your right hand facing the front, the middle of the room. And then, so your arms are like so you can see the inside of your arms. And then bend your, and open your chest first. So open your chest. And then now, bringing all your weight on your left side. And then bring your right leg up and holding the inner bit of your foot. So holding the inner bit of your foot. And then you can bring the left arm up. So staying here, so the chest is nice and open and you're just holding your foot here. So you're holding where the arch is, not the outside of the foot, where the arch is. So you can just stay here and feeling that stretch and feeling the balance here. Or if you like, you can hinge forward if you like, but then making sure that the hips are staying square. So you can go as far forward as you like, and just slowly. If balance is not working today, then you don't need to go far at all. And if you stop breathing, that means you've gone too far. So keep breathing. And then slowly coming back to the center. So just choose your balance. If this is not working, do another balance. Okay, so now we prepare for the other side. So bringing the left hand to like so that your palm is open to the room. So opening the chest. So this time, let's bring the right arm up first. So we feel that openness in the upper body. Now bring the left foot up if you can. If you can't, then that's okay. You can just stay like this. You can hold your trouser, or if that's possible, or you can do just another balance, that's fine. And then, so you're holding where your arch is. So I've got a little bit of a problem on this side, so might not, okay, that's better. Okay, and then, so you're making sure your upper body is nice and straight, so you don't have to go anywhere. Just here, you've got a nice back bend as well as a balance pose. But if you like, you can go forward, hinging forward, and see wherever feels good for you. So again, with balance pose, so making sure that you're focusing on one point. And then while you're still balanced, with elegance, coming back to the center. And then just come into Tadasana, so which just with your feet a little bit apart and your arms to the side. And now when you're ready, coming down onto the floor for the final relaxation. So getting anything that you have ready, anything that you've got. So we've got about 15 minutes lying down, so taking your time. If you're relaxing on the chair, that's fine as well. If you're in the chair, making sure that your back is against the back of the chair so that you can fully relax. So that's important. Okay, so taking a few moments to get ready with your palms facing up so the shoulders relax, and let your feet do what they want to do. Any props that you want to use, pillow under your head, and making sure the back of the neck is relaxed. So also just anything that works for you. You can put pillows, cushions underneath your knees, just to be sure that you're comfortable. So even if you're on a sofa, whatever you want to do, but be comfortable. And taking a few moments to kind of get to that position that works for you. And once you've found that position, the idea is to try and keep still. So adjust everything. And during Yoga Nidra, there should be no physical movement. If you need to move, that's fine. Just do so mindfully. Close your eyes if they're not already, and keep them closed till the very end. Take a few deep breaths, and as you breathe out, feel the cares and worries of the day flow out of you. So in this practice, you're going to develop the feeling of relaxation in the body, and you're functioning on the levels of hearing and awareness. So now bringing a feeling of inner relaxation in the whole body, and concentrating on the body, and become aware of the importance of complete stillness. If you feel a little desire to move, just resist that temptation if possible. So at this moment, you should make your resolve if you've got one, and repeating your resolve 3 times with emphasis, feeling, and awareness. So we're working on the subconscious mind, and your resolve is bound to become true. We now begin rotation of consciousness and awareness by taking a trip through the different parts of the body, which I will enumerate. So moving attention from one part to another. Bring your attention to the right side, right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand. Become aware of your palm, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, elbow, upper arm, the shoulder, armpit, the right waist, the right hip, right thigh, the kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the left waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the back. Become aware of the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the right buttock, left buttock, the spine, the whole back together. Now go to the top of the head, forehead, both sides of the head, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, the cheek, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, the lower lip, chin, throat, the right chest, left chest, the middle of the chest, the navel, and the abdomen. Now, become aware of your breath. Feel the flow of your breath in and out of your lungs. Do not change the rhythm of the breath. Simply noticing the breath. You're not doing it, it is automatic. There is no effort. There is nothing to do, the body does it all. Complete awareness of breath. Now bring your attention to the pelvic floor and visualize a beautiful lotus with 4 big petals opening slowly in your pelvic area. Observe it. It is beautiful and fascinating. And now bring your focus to the tailbone and feeling the breath there, and visualize a beautiful lotus with 6 petals opening slowly. Observe it. It is beautiful and fascinating. Bring your attention to your navel. Inhaling and exhaling through that point. And visualize a beautiful lotus with 10 petals. So going round, visualizing, mentally drawing each petal. The petals of fire opening slowly. The petals are like flames moving. Observe it. It is beautiful, alive and fascinating. And now bring your attention to the heart center. Just a little bit about the heart, where the sternum is. Visualize a beautiful lotus. It's all vibration. It has 12 petals. So draw the petals mentally. Opening slowly. Visualize the petals opening slowly. Observe it. All vibration of love. It is beautiful and fascinating. Bring your attention now to the throat area. Visualize a beautiful lotus with 16 big petals opening slowly. Visualizing the petals, observing the petals opening. The flower is beautiful and fascinating. Now bring your attention to the point between the eyebrow. Visualize a beautiful lotus with 2 big petals opening slowly. Observe the petals. Each petal is composed of many petals. And the 2 petals open and reach your temples. It is beautiful and fascinating. Observing those petals, your temples. Now bring your concentration to the top of the head, the crown of the head, and visualize a wonderful lotus with thousands and thousands of petals of light. Opening slowly, observe it. It is beautiful and fascinating. And as it opens, the petals of light grow and spread, covering your whole body with a shower of light. Light of health and energy and vitality. Letting go of the visualization. And now it's time to repeat your resolve 3 times with awareness, feeling, and emphasis. The same resolve. And to externalize the attention, now bringing your attention to any sound that you can hear outside the room where you're in, outside the house. Any noise that you can hear inside the house, in other rooms. Any noise that you can hear in the room you're in, any tiny noise. And then keeping the eyes closed whenever you're ready, making a little bit of movement to the body so you can stretch, you can do whatever you like. So taking your time, there's no rush, coming to one side first. And when you're ready, coming up. And if you can still keep your eyes open, do so. So bring your palms together, rubbing your palms, generating a little bit of heat, a little bit of energy that you've generated in your practice. It's not just physical energy, it's also pranic energy. And And then you can see wherever you need a little bit of healing in your body, you can bring your hands there. Otherwise, just bring your hands to your face, absorbing that healing light. Taking your time with it. And then we're going to chant Om 3 times to finish. So going back to the Prana Mudra with your thumb touching the ring finger and the little finger. The index finger and the middle finger are outstretched. So we're going to chant Om 3 times. The first Om is sending love to yourself. The second is sending love and peace to everyone you know. And the third one is sending love and peace to all beings, plants, animals, anyone, every human beings in the universe that we don't know. So join me when you're ready. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which translates as, may the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Thank you very much for joining me today.